Hi, I'm Mark Cleghorn. Welcome back to the Photographer Academy, and today we're doing some lighting for boudoir. If you've watched my quick film on flow posing on the sofa, what I've done is cherry pick some of those kind of favourite poses of mine and showing you how I best light them. Now, we're working in my kind of my studio one. If you're not familiar, I work from an old church that I converted into my studios, and usually I'd be using all this lovely natural kind of light that we've got going on in here. But today, just so you can know that you can mimic this wherever you are, basically we're using strobe, okay, so studio flash. I just got a 50 by 120 Photix oval softbox with grids, soft light, control the light is obviously our number one kind of thing if possible. Otherwise, do not be afraid to use natural light. Remember my saying, natural light before reflector, reflector before flash, flash is the last resort. But flash for consistency, that's really where we're using it. So we've got Kelsey with us today, one of our amazing models we use on the Academy, and we've kind of just put a little bit more of the kind of the tonality, so we just kept her in a simple bodysuit. We'd usually be using obviously a lot more lingerie-led kind of looking great sexiness rather than just a body, but just so you can get the idea of how it's going to work across the body itself and things really. So one light, sofa, basically that's what we're doing, and obviously one photographer, one model. Okay, so we're going to get Kelsey into the dramatic shot first, okay, which is basically going to be what we refer to as the butt shot. So we're going to kind of try and just kneel her on the back of the sofa, ideal for Kelsey because she's got the slight kind of build so she can fit on there. If this was a fuller figure client to do the same butt shot, I probably need the chaise longue instead, so obviously there's no back to the sofa and things really. Let's bring Kelsey in and get the shot done. Okay, Kelsey, if you just go to the back of the sofa for me, or whichever's the easiest way for you to go into the kneel, yeah? Please, I'm going to shoot the shot first. So, Kelsey, we're going to do that kneel. So the butt is going to be up in the air, as you know, and the body is going to be as far down as you can. Okay, so let's do the basic shot first. Let's get it. Let me just check it, relax a minute. That's our first test shot. Okay, so I've got my test, but that is from the kind of the set position. I don't really want to kind of show all the set because this is really a shot about the butt. Now, if I just kind of do a quick shot, so Kelsey, if you stay there for a minute, she's in what we refer to as an open cat position. So it's on all four paws, i.e. the two knees are the two paws with it, hands are the other paws. And this is the open cat because this front leg to camera position is basically exposing the groin. A closed cat is when the knees are the other way around. But we're really doing the butt shot as such, okay? So I want to kind of come down low. Kelsey, let's go into the butt up and the body down if you can, please, darling. Okay, so just there, let's keep it. Relax, relax. So much better now with the crop and the position. We've got a nice little shot going on. If you can kind of get yourself to cross the light, this means that the light is going to come from the back just a little bit more. And it's better if you can't have a smaller light source. So in fact, the window light will give me a better roundness than the actual flash will in its position. Let me just grab my meter and I'll show you why. I'll shoot this first shot because Kelsey's balancing on the edge. Okay, let's do it again, please, darling. Keep it. Excellent, relax a minute. Okay, so we've got that shot as we just saw. Just move that light in behind. Let me shoot that again. My focus is wrong. Sorry, let's do that again, darling. Keep it and relax. I quite like this as a vertical image, showing more of the kind of the windows and everything else with it. Let's meter for the natural light. So you usually see me meter for the flash. In this case, we're going to want a F4. I've set it onto time mode. Meeting from Kelsey to the light source. And now all I've got to do is basically increase my ISO to 850. This is so I can get to a working shutter speed that is good for me. So I chose my aperture. I now adjusted the ISO to get to 125th of a second or the likes of, okay? So I'll just show you that shot as well with just the daylight. So that's ISO 850, there's no such as 850 on a Canon, but we'll just go to 800, slightly underexposed, 125th at 4, switching off my flash. And I'm going to just shoot it straight for a minute, just so you can see it on screen. And you'll see there's a lovely roundness going on there. So let's do that with daylight as well. Okay, Kels, let's do it, please. Feet up as well if you can, please, darling. That's lovely. Keep it and relax. So there's our kind of shot done with natural light, with more drama, smaller light, and so on. And that's our kind of first how to light the likes of the butt shot. Let's go into a Cleopatra stance, laying down, leaning into the corner of the sofa, and I'll show you how to light that. So Kelsey, stop playing and get off the sofa with it. Let's get you into this end. So the feet over to here. Just going to be laying down. Can you push it back? Not full lay. In fact, I'm going to do more of a sat. There you go. Twist to me just a little bit. There you go. Can you get your head back towards that sofa more? And you're going to be looking upwards. Brilliant. So first things first, the light position. Make sure it's doing its job. Camera will help. So if I was going to shoot for the face, I'd have to meter now around about here towards the light source. And the reason being on that is because obviously she's further away from the light, and if we want detail on the shadow, it's a different thing altogether. We never really want to open up shadow in the likes of the post-production, because that's where all the noise is, that's where all the ugly channel is, in the blue channel and things really. So in the same way, Kelsey, if you just look upwards, keep it. So this is the natural light shot. Let's see that come up on screen. It's quite good as it is, agreed? But if Kelsey looks at me, it's going to be bad in exactly the same way. So if you look at me, please, Kels, turn the head a little bit more for me. Let's keep it, it's gorgeous. So we got a nice image, but it's going to look dark. Now, what we don't want to do is open that up in the post-production. We would need to actually do it in the camera. Okay, so let's do the same thing. I've just adjusted aperture by around about a stop, and that's going to give us the brightness and everything else. The difference being is the flash really is going to allow us to shoot consistently of aperture and shutter speed the whole time. So, Kelsey, you're going to be looking back up again. Sorry, I didn't shoot this with flash yet, did I? Let's do it. So with the Cleopatra, the knees over the top, let's put the flash on. So this is without the flash, see it? This is with the flash. We get a beautiful image there. And if I just pop that into monochrome on camera, just to give you an idea of what I'm really photographing, keep it. That's the kind of look that I'm expecting out of the image. So it's got a good drama within the photograph and things really. Let's go into a cat position, can we? Please. And one of my favorite shots, and one of the best-selling shots as well with it and things really. But what I want to make sure is that I'm lighting either for drama or for the subject. So if I want to shoot a sellable image, i.e. with the face as a part of the image, the light has got to come towards the front. Let's do a close cat, please. So just putting this foot forward there. Bring this hand back a touch more. That's lovely. A little lean. That's gorgeous. So let me just first of all move back into colour on camera and do the same shot. Keep it. So because we're using the flash and the flash is coming from above, be careful that you're not going to actually get too much dark or shadow side of the face. Now, you can see already that because the flash is coming from the same side as the face, basically that's what's lit. If I want the butt to be lit, then obviously we want to kind of do the shot. Can you do the same pose but the other direction for me? Please. That's lovely. Close cat again for me. Okay, so with Kelsey that way now, if I do the same lighting shot, even though we're going to have some light on Kelsey's face, it's really not going to be enough. So we can see that it's pretty much being shielded because of all the kind of the position. But this is a faceless image. So if you drop the head down for me fully, darling, it's gorgeous there again. Great, relax. So even though we're into a cat position, we're pretty much back to where we were on the back of the sofa again with it. Let's finish off with the drunken maiden, yeah? So legs are going to come up to this side and head coming down to there for me if you can, please. So I try and kind of give silly little names to the poses, especially when you're training photographers to actually do a similar kind of look and feel of the photograph. So in flow, if you can kind of go, okay, I'm going to do drunken maiden, then I'm going to do cat, and then I'm going to do kneeling, open cat, then I'm going to do the butt shot. You've got a little bit of a flow from one thing to another. And even though remember what we're doing here is based on the 12 poses that we did in a previous film, we're just choosing a few of them to show you how to light them. Okay, darling. So the drunken maiden just means that the body is, the head is coming off the sofa a little bit more. Come off a little bit more. You can do it. And the eyes are going to be closed to me, okay? Keep it. 1 second. Focus in the right place would help, Mark. Keep it. It's great. So now it's all about the body. If I want a little bit more about the face and the body instead of the legs, can you swap the position? So the legs are going to go over there for me. Obviously, you don't really want the client to be doing this. Kelsey's used to be fussing around now. Come off the edge a little bit more for me. That's lovely. And the eyes shut again. Keep it. Bring the right knee higher for me. Right knee higher. That's lovely. It's there. Let's do it. Keep it. So now, of course, with the light position, we're kind of really popping onto the body. And for me, this is the main light source direction of where it's coming from. So just think about what you're trying to achieve. Let me pop that into black and white on camera. I'll shoot that again for you, just so you get an idea. So from here, keep it. We've got a great shot. But as I've talked about in previous, would help if I put it into monochrome, Mark. Let's do that again. Sorry, Kelsey. Do it again. Keep it. That's lovely. Let's just check it's coming through in black and white. Yes, it is. So from here now, the camera position can change. Can you keep the same pose for me? I'll make it as quick as I can. So from here, I can move position. Now the light's at the 12 o'clock. I can kind of start to shoot if I had wanting to and a better kind of lingerie to shoot from here. And then I can shoot along the body as well. So relax, Kelsey. Can you get back up, darling? So you get an idea. Now with different lingerie, having the light to do its job and basically allowing a little bit more sheer, a little bit more skin, a little bit more body, you're going to get a lot more kind of dramatic images. But out of those kind of 3 basic poses that I'm doing, think about where the light is coming from. If you want more dramatic images, the light always comes from behind, just like my window would be here today. If I'm looking for more of a lit photograph onto the face, in other words, she's going to be looking at me, I need to light the face, or I need to get nearer to the light source, like the window, to allow it to actually record. Hope you enjoyed this quick film. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.